North Chicago, Illinois, a busy part of the state. In this more forest area, you will find garter snakes, northern cardinals, brown bats, beavers, Virginia opossums, and American robins. Today, you will stumble across the American robin. In late August, the team set out to a local forest reserve to try to find eastern and Chicago garter snakes, and maybe even find the very rare eastern Massasauga rattlesnake.
Hey, it's Elias Lerner from CampElias back here on Dinosaur Wild, and today we are going to be, there's a bee flying around me, but today I have my pack on, and we actually are going to be researching the eastern garter snakes population in this area and plains garter snakes, looking for eastern Massasauga rattlesnake. Super rare chance of finding them. I've been seeing a lot of signs of them, but there's a forest over there that we'll be looking. I got my hooks and tongs, and I am ready to hopefully find some of these snakes. And we'll also go across the river, because we're herping by the Chicago River. I'll also go across the river into an area that I know there are rattlesnakes, and we will be looking. So let's go to the chase.
The team entered the reserve, not sure of what they would find.
No snakes under this board, but I have a pretty good board coming up. Okay guys, got a little critter under here, and I'm gonna see if I can catch him for Alex. But you guys ready? I've already flipped it, but oh, he wasn't there. Dang it, he must have moved on. There's a little mouse curled up right there. Oh, that would have been really cool if I could grab him. Gentlemen. Okay, guys. We're in this really thick area, flipping for them. Pretty dry so far, haven't gotten much. But we will. There's a lot of snakes here.
After about 90 minutes, the team still had no luck in finding any animals, but a crew member knew of a spot across the river where he had possibly seen a Massasauga. The team headed across the river to the new unknown spot.
So guys, there's a ton of birds in this area, but we've decided to come to the other side of the river, which this area is great in the morning, but we'll see how it is this late in the day. But I think we'll get something. I hope we do, because I think that would be a pretty... Snakes will use these to cool down in the heat of the day. Okay guys, I'm about to descend into this hole of death. Hello? Echo. We're gonna see what's down here. Okay. So far, I gotta check. Ooh. But there's a really cool area down there that I think me and Alex should go check out.
After another hour, the team still had no luck at all and decided to start heading back home. They did manage to find some ducks. But then, as the team was about to head to the other side of the river, they stumbled across a juvenile American robin who looked to be injured.
He's just sitting here and let me and Alex both get really close. Hey. Hold on, let's hope he pooped. So I'm gonna try to get him up close and make sure that he's okay. Actually a little fungus that's going around with these animals. make sure that he does not have that. Alex, let's get ready for a catch, okay?
It's strange he hasn't flown away.
Yeah, and that's what makes me think we should check him for...
What's going on here?
Keep an eye on him.
Oh, he went into the fence. You gotta hop over there, I think, now. You're just gonna grab him with your hands.
Cover it with this, but yeah. Don't try this, guys. I'm trained to handle animals. Even the ones that look a little bit different. Okay, so he's definitely injured.
Yeah, he
He has some sort of injury or sickness. So under here. Yup. This is a little.
Northern robin.
Yep. Yeah. Transfer this bird into. There we go, buddy. You're okay. Now I got him. This is how you safely hold him. With your fingers right underneath these two bones back here. Now I'm gonna check his wingspan, his wings. Once I find my pens and pencils, which are probably in the bottom of my bag. Hemostats, in case we need them. But yeah, so I'm going to basically just do a one check of this robin. It is a little weird because this guy can fly. I know he can. He's old enough. He has the wing capacity, I think. So yeah, all those are the flight feathers, primary flight feathers. I have 2 birds of my own. So yeah. But he has all of his primary flight feathers. So I don't know why he's not flying, and that was really weird that I was just able to basically just walk up and that in me and Alex's experience isn't good. Okay guys, so we're gonna do a couple little measurements. So I have his hold. So these are not gonna be exact. Oh god, this pen better work, okay. But just an approximate measurement from beak to tail. So then when I get home I can give the exact size. Oh, you're okay. And then I'm gonna look at this little guy's wingspan. It's looking all good. He might just jump right off, but okay guys, so because I'm not sure if that was like an actual flight or if he was just able to jump off and kind of glide, because they can do that from very early age. Where is he?
Let's see. He's right there.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, I got eyes. So if he flies away, we'll just leave him because we know he's okay. But if he doesn't, which is what I'm worried he won't do, these birds are usually very happy to fly. And I don't think he's going to, so that's not typical. Okay, little dude. You're okay. We're here to help you. He doesn't know that, though. He thinks we're here to hurt him. Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. He's in a good spot now. There we go. You're okay. Yes, that was obviously just a flutter from him being on my lap and able to jump down, so we've actually got to get a... Did he fall out of the nest? Okay guys, so we've came to the conclusion this guy probably has hit a window and probably has a concussion or is stunned a little bit because of his movements. So I think that what we are going to do, I think our ultimate decision is I'm going to put him in a bag safely and we are going to take him to his roof, which is a safe, controlled space with other birds, so he'll be around other birds. And if he flies off, he flies away. But if he doesn't, he doesn't. We'll be able to monitor him for probably just about a day or two, while we while we make sure that he's okay. But he definitely has some sort of minor brain injury. So we'll see you guys then.
After catching and examining the bird, it was thought that the bird might have hit a window and was in shock or possibly had a broken wing. With the late summer having so many juvenile birds flying around, not aware of the many dangers around, accidents like this happen all the time. It was decided by the team to take the bird back to a crew member's house until the animal was out of shock or further examination was had to determine if the animal had any serious injuries. They would then return the bird to the very spot they found him. About an hour or two later, they had reached home and brought the bird up to the roof. The bird then got really comfortable with the team, even standing on their hands like a normal pet bird. Behavior like this was very unusual for a wild bird. The team spent hours with the bird, even giving it a name, Basil. The bird got so comfortable with the team that it even started falling asleep in their hands.
Yeah. Wow.
Trying to hold him low because I know that he can fly, but he glides, you know?
He's got grip.
Yeah. You want to step up?
He's just like your cockatiels.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably have to hold him again, just so we can get a little bit of biometric data done on him. But as you guys can see, he's having a lot of issues holding his balance.
Do not try this on your own, guys, too. Idiot to do this.
Yep, so I'm actually just going to... So, if you guys are going to do this, I'm actually going to give you guys a little bit of tips so you guys don't injure the birds and don't injure yourself. So, obviously, they can bite. So, what you guys are going to do, take your 2 fingers, and you go in, grab them just like this, kind of between his 2 wings, and then close your hand around him like that. Oh, you're okay. Now, as you guys can see, they're just going to sit there. Now, he's having a lot of issues balancing, which is not a good sign in my experience with birds. That usually doesn't mean anything good. And that he's not holding his wings back is also not great. But for the most part, it's a little Robin just sitting on my hand. How many times are you guys going to see that in your life?
Yeah.
Hold on my shoulder. But he will sit on my hand.
The team found it so remarkable that a wild bird could be this calm around humans and even start acting like a pet bird such as a budgerigar or a cockatiel. Things were going very well, and the team gave her some food and water and left for the night.
Okay, so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Dinosaur Wild. We will be making another episode probably solely about him because he's going to be up here until he takes off. As you guys can see, we're in a beautiful area. He can have as much food. We have a full box of seeds back there. He can have as much food, as much playtime, as much trees and everything as he wants. He can look over the edge or not. You know, he can fly away or not. But he'll always have this area to call home, and I think that that's going to be the important part. This animal is so chill. And you guys may be wondering, Elias, why do you take him away? And that is because he called, we checked the area, his mother was not around. There's a lot of issues in the area that he was. I know that there are a lot of dog walkers, and this guy, he would have been eaten by a dog, essentially, or some other bigger animal like a rattlesnake, which we do have in that area. I actually found a little rattle of one, not this trip. So we're going to have him here. He can fly away. It's beautiful up here and not too far away, so he can fly back if he needs to, or we can take him back. Just depending on how his life goes, which I think it'll go pretty well, we'll hopefully see you guys in the next episode of Dinosaur Wild. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching Dinosaur Wild. This is Elias Lerner, and we'll see you guys on the next wild adventure.
But the next morning, tragedy struck.
Hey guys, so it is the official it's the next day, and sadly overnight she did pass away, most likely due to a parasitic reason. What happened is, Alex was here, he was with her, I went home a couple hours before, but Alex was with her basically until about midnight, and she was doing fine. 6-hour gap. His dad came up at maybe 6 in the morning and found her dead, sadly. So, she's not 100% pronounced dead yet, because she is still technically, she could still technically wake up, but most likely she is gone. So, I'm sorry about that. You know, like I said, she had this, it's most likely this parasitic reason. There's a little worm called, I think it's called a spiny head worm, and I guess they eat them, and then they die because of it, and it happens to young birds. We can't show her body because of YouTube monetization, but yeah, it's really unfortunate. So yeah, that's that. I would just like to say a few good things. She was a great bird. After the video, after we put all the cameras down, she just sat on me while I was sitting right there. She was a great bird, great animal. It would have been really cool if she lived on, but sadly, you know, it's not always meant to be. In fact, with robins, only 25% make it within the first, to a year old. So she was already in the top, you know, maybe 45, but sadly, she did not make it to the first year. So, but she was a great bird nonetheless. We all loved her. She will be loved and remembered from here on out. So, yeah.
This was so disappointing to the team, who were deeply saddened by it. After further examination of the body, mites were discovered on the bird. Mites like these can cause the bird to become sick and die. This explains the strange behavior by the bird when it acted how it was with the team. This can also explain how the team was able to capture the bird in the first place. The bird might not have hit a window or had an injury of any kind. It was probably very sick from all the mites. After research was done about these mites, it was discovered that this mite problem has been happening all over the Midwest this year, causing up to thousands of juvenile birds to die of many different species. Even if the team knew about the mites earlier, there was nothing they could do to help this bird, especially when it had reached this stage in the disease. The bird's remains were taken to the very spot she was found, and they will forever remain there. The American robin, Basil, had taught the team many things about the American robin, and they will always remember the American robin, Basil. Thank you so much for watching Dinosaur Wild, and we will see you on the next wild adventure.